one today and then play games. Is that good? One today, then we play games? Because then we can watch it in a series. Just watch the Moist Critical vid. Do you guys want this one or do you want the Moist Critical vid? I'll let you vote. Oh my God, everyone is saying Moist. Okay, hold. Everyone is saying the Moist Critical video. It's the one from 8.
I don't even know.
This one's 35 minutes. Okay, I mean, it's gonna be a good summer regardless.
I'm gonna intro this video because there's nothing I can say that will actually do the scope of this corruption and diabolical scandal justice. But I will give you the premise. It's around Legos. And I know you probably immediately roll your eyes.
I just want to know how they got it stolen.
Super crazy.
200,000. I've been seeing it everywhere, but I haven't seen.
You don't know the half of it. A YouTuber named Reckless Bin conducted a thorough investigation on a huge
thank you, JJTV,
Lego-related crime. It is a crazy web of malicious bad actors, shady individuals. It's like the Lego cartel. I don't know how to do this intro to really...
I'm trying to not dislike this dude, but he just looked like them dudes I dislike. Moist Critical is the most chill person in the world, bro. If you don't like him, that's a you issue, bro. I don't think I've ever seen him have like any problem with anybody.
Lay the foundation in a way that captures the scope because it is that big. So, I highly recommend you watch.
Why are you reading that one? Motherfucker, you wrote it in the chat. What do you mean? Bro, I'll never understand people that go, why did you read my message? You wrote it in the chat.
His entire video. I'm going to go over
Yo,
a lot of it here because
I
have been captivated by this. And this is only part one. It actually, there's more to it, but I think it's only
kind of odd, Cinna.
Fitting that we start from the very beginning.
And spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen, and the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
So that's the surface level analysis here.
How does he not know?
It becomes like a full-blown fucking noir film, though. It gets so deep. But fundamentally, a individual who has spent years and tons of money accumulating an extremely valuable Lego collection worth up to $200,000 in value, has had it stolen from him, unbeknown to him. And unfortunately, law enforcement has repeatedly shown that they have no interest in investigating this case or helping in any way, and have instead been far more on the side of the dubious perpetrators. And this individual's son has reached out to this YouTuber, Reckless Bin, because he's just caught between a rock and a hard cock at this point. Like, there's very few options left since going through the proper channels of, like, the police, who you would expect to, you know, maybe...
You're a skinny legend. Bitch, me? Me? Stop.
We do something about this because it is a crime. It is a big deal. That's a lot of money, by the way. But that was fruitless. They were far more interested in just shooing them away and even threatening to have them arrested multiple times. So Brian, the son, teamed up with Ben and his team to do everything they could to try and either get him his Legos back, his father's Legos back, or get them the payment that they were due for the Legos.
Okay, wait.
A lot of money.
But anyways, the thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
Bricks and Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
I hate that name. Bricks and Minifigs? I don't like that name at all. I don't know why. That name just annoyed me. Did that not make you mad?
Bricks and Minifigs were not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Lego.
Now, even me, a drooling Cro-Magnon man who is not deep into the Lego community, I've heard of bricks and minifigs.
It's just Legos? Yeah, but it's $200,000 of Legos. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess it's just Legos, but $200,000, man, it could be $200,000 of cardboard in my backyard. And somebody steals that, I'm going after them with everything I have. Like, what?
They are a big
His
corporation,
Legos!
and I do know that they are considered, or at least were considered prior to this, the gold standard when it comes to selling your Legos. So the fact that they are the corporation that's implicated in this actually was pretty surprising to me, because they're like the only company in this space that I'd heard of. And it turns out, well, might not be all sunshine and titties over there. It may be a lot of malicious bad actors, potentially.
Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth
Oh.
of inventory. So that store that day
And I'm assuming they weren't giving the money.
was nothing but my dad's collection. Like, all the shelves filled. They had to bring in extra shelves and fill the whole party room with shelves.
But the owner of the franchise, this woman, well, her husband had to actually leave the
$250K
country
is
due to
not
some
pocket change to
work-related
me, by the
reasons.
way.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country.
They did everything correct when it came to selling his father's collection to bricks and minifigs. So
It's
they got
not.
his Library of Alexandria of Lego collection. They got the fucking One Piece. And basically, it was the entire store's inventory. They had to call in the cavalry in order to take it all. And the owner of the franchise, which is that woman right there that is being interviewed by Ben, made a mention that her and her husband were actually planning on moving out of the country. And when she informed corporate about this, they said that, you know what, there is a seller who is potentially interested in owning in that area. And then it went straight down the shitter.
So you guys want me to save the family and send the $200,000 for the Lego set? Is that what you're saying?
They were terminating her franchise agreement. They were threatening to call the cops on her. You're excommunicado here, like it's fucking John Wick. And she made a point to say, you know, this isn't right. This is not comfortable.
You make 4 times that money, girl. But it goes into other expenses. Do you guys think I'm just an endless cash machine?
Inventory, but they wanted her out of there. You know,
I don't even know why I asked. You're all gonna type yes. Yep, there it is.
It's actually backed up by irrefutable evidence.
She was actually able to save all the security camera footage from that night, proving that everything she just said is true.
All the footage and evidence is there. In the security cam footage, it's him at the store kicking her out.
Show us your bank account. Tell me what's in yours first.
Sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for. The corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this woman got kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it.
I feel like I have to be extremely careful and pussyfoot around what I'm allowed to show, but in Reckless Ben's video, he does...
Didn't you say you have a money tree out back? Yo, focus on the video. Y'all can't just be lying in the chat. That's not how the chat works.
Does show the security camera footage, and
you're
it
not
does
allowed to
have
just
someone
lie on the
confirming
internet.
that they are
When
taking
has
on
that ever been
business.
allowed?
And most notably, a very important thing that is captured on film is him saying that they also take on the consignment. That means that they are legally taking on the responsibility of Brian's Legos. At least, as I understand it, that's how it
but they
seems
have to
be.
pay.
That is something very important to remember going forward. I mean, how do you possibly wiggle your way out of that one? That's pretty indefensible. It's right there on camera, 4K in the cringe compilation. It feels like checkmate to me, but this is bricks and minifigs we're talking about. These are super villains here. We got some like actual diabolical demons in that food chain. So Brian, the son, reached out asking, well, what happened to the previous owner? And that's when he was informed that, oh, she's gone. She went straight to Valhalla. Corporate's taking this over now. And he was like, okay, well, what about my collection? All that vintage Star Wars that you have in your store right now on your shelves, that's ours. And we haven't been paid for it. We have a contract. We have all of this evidence of this deal and still haven't been paid. And things soured. They weren't willing to play ball with that. And then eventually it led to Brian and the store here, the new guy, clashing, where he was like, okay, so like what's next steps here? Maybe we go to court. And the guy, according to Brian, crossed his arms, and really, he had an exorcism moment.
Wait, so he's just gonna take it and not pay?
He let the evil out, and was basically just threatening him, saying, like, look, if we go in this route, we are going to basically bleed you dry. We are going to drain the piss from your balls legally, and it will end up costing you more.
It gets
than you
worse.
would have ever
I
gotten
don't
from
know
this
how it could
collection in the
possibly get
first
worse.
place.
How
If that's
crazy
what you
could this
wanna do,
get?
Buckle your seatbelt, that kind of thing. And Brian's like, okay, well, what was I supposed to do? Because Brian's father, the owner of this collection, has had health problems, and it's not exactly something they can afford to do, getting into this extremely lengthy, extremely expensive legal battle. So,
bro, there's like a special little tiny pocket of lava in hell for fucked up CEOs who intentionally fuck over people in need. There is a special pocket in hell for those people. Oh my god.
Now that brings us to Reckless Ben's involvement here, because
So
there aren't a ton
bad.
of options for Brian's family. And since that interaction,
Yo,
they have been flooding their social media
Tudo,
page
thank you so much for
with
the sub. I
those
appreciate it. I don't know if I said your
vintage
name right.
Star
Thank you.
Wars Legos that they still haven't paid for, which feels like they are just gloating and goatseeing, just openly mocking Brian and his father's collection, just insulting the family.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story.
If you're,
and
I'm
created
so
a
sorry.
team of YouTube-
If you are going up against a guy, just to clarify, and the username is Reckless Ben, say goodbye. This company, the moment they found out that he was partnering with a guy named Reckless Ben, should have known. Because he has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose. His whole username is being a reckless YouTuber who has nothing to lose. He doesn't care.
YouTubers to do whatever they could to get
It's
Brian's
over her.
Legos
It's
back.
so
This
over
is
her.
the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs.
We can figure out how to get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks and Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we could.
Aw,
really
wait,
put
so
up
they
a fight
strong-armed
Bricks and
them.
Minifigs knows that they can just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits.
So this story here wasn't something that totally flew under the radar. There were people that knew about it. So there was a group of YouTubers that wanted to try their best to get him his money for his collection. But when they picked up the case,
Wait, that's his whole
they
YouTube
were
as he goes up against
allegedly
cults and stuff?
threatened
That might be a new React low-key. Seeing a guy named Reckless Ben go up against a cult sounds like a fire video.
with
I've never
legal
seen him
action
before.
from Bricks and Minifigs, which is something we've seen countless times in the past.
Wait, does he
with
go up
these
against
corporations
Scientology?
that-
Do you guys remember my stream idea where I said I wanted to go up against Scientology and I wanted to record myself taking one of the tests? And everybody said, no, Cinna, don't do it. You're going to get put in the cult. Do you guys actually think I'm dumb enough to get put into a cult? Like, what?
When some of the dirtiness starts to hit the mainstream, they then
There's
lash
a lot
out
of-
litigiously
there's a lot of yeses.
to
Okay,
silence
alright.
them. Like
It's weird.
Reckless
I
Ben
thought you guys
says,
were all getting
to
ads.
bully them into this submission because they know they have more money and they are
thought you guys were
going
getting
to
ads.
use that against these YouTubers that don't have the means of fighting against a company of their size. Now, what happens next in the video is something I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share. In Reckless Ben's video, I've noticed he's edited it to have like blurs around the video, but it's not actually blurring anything, but I think he was trying to with the YouTube editing tool. So I'm just going to describe what happens, and if you want to see it, go to Reckless Ben's video for it. But he actually goes directly to the Bricks and Minifig, 16-hour drive with his friends. He went there and he was wearing the glasses that you can record with, which you've seen a bunch of fucking TikTok pranksters using for nefarious means. But he goes there and he just asks the employee, hey, I'm here inquiring about Brian's collection. He uses the name Brian. And immediately, they've only had like 2 sentences shared between him where he says hello and she says hello, you know, how are you, that kind of thing. And then he says, hey, I'm here to ask about this Lego collection from Brian. And then she instantly says, you need to leave. And then she starts putting up a big stink about how she's being harassed. Even though he
Yo,
hasn't
MK
said
Itachi, thank you for
anything
the
else.
sub. I appreciate
He's just
it.
mentioned
Wait, they kicked him out just because he said, I want to inquire about the things with Brian? So clearly they're just like super safeguarding
Brian's
it.
Legos and asked, you know, like, what's the deal with all of
You
that?
need to
she
leave.
instantly starts playing this card of like, he's harassing me, holy fuck. It hurts. And then she gets on the phone, talking about, like, check the cameras. This fucking creep psychopath has come in harassing me. All because
they're treating his name like Voldemort.
About Brian's Legos. She then
no, they actually are, bro.
Give him
what?
the runaround saying, like, this is corporate, not me. Scram, dweeb. Take it up with corporate. But
Cinna, the Reckless Ben video watches so. Would you rather watch that one instead?
He already went to corporate and he showed more footage of that interaction where they at corporate were saying, well, you got to take it up with her.
No, it's
so
too
they're
long.
just giving him the runaround, just sending him on a wild goose chase.
We'll
here,
watch
this
the
game
second
of
one and the
potato
third one,
that
and that are Ben's
actually,
videos.
Like, take responsibility for. Eventually, he does get the owner of that shop on the horn and says, hey, I'm looking to get these Legos back for my friend. And he keeps saying, why do you think you're entitled to our inventory? And then he says, like, hey, look, I have the contract. These are still his Legos. And by the contract that they have, Brian, with this store, seems like they are indeed still his Legos. So he's saying, hey, they're his. And he goes, you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you an idiot? That's what the owner keeps saying to this guy. And then the police arrive.
We just have them in the store, and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were going to sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore.
But does it sound like they want you here, right? So they
well, but they have our sets, though, yeah.
I understand that. Right here, the fact there is that they don't want you. They're a private-owned store, and they don't want you.
Yeah, but you can't. It doesn't matter if they're a private-owned store if they have a contract and they're. What kind of police force is this? This is a trash police force. What?
But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets, though.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
The police officer literally didn't care at all
What?
that the store just stole $200,000 worth of Legos. For some
Just
reason,
wait?
he made it seem like I was the bad guy.
So you are trespass from here. So
Okay.
Trespass for life. So if you come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come back, you could be arrested.
This part I feel like I can show. This is now outside of the business interacting with law enforcement, so I'm pretty sure this one's okay. You can see this interaction. So the officer shows up because the lady had called the police about all of this, and he is now being trespassed for life. He is blacklisted from entering this Bricks and Minifigs forever till the end of the universe. And Reckless Ben is trying to explain, hey, I'm here because we had a deal. They're not selling the Legos, so I'm here to try and get them back. And he's not listening to it at all. He's not even entertaining the idea of, like, maybe he had a reason to be here. Maybe there is something going on.
Brian did warn me that the police are actively trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store.
Wait a minute. So Brian warned that the police are actively trying to cover it up. Okay, here's the thing though. Like, I don't understand why the police are, okay, I have not seen the other videos. I know you guys have seen it. But why the police would be actively in cahoots with Bricks and Minifigs unless they have a relation to the owner that makes it so they want to protect the owner.
If we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we're going to be arrested.
Is there, I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So, you just gotta leave.
I just have to leave?
Just wait.
Now, I've watched
wait, I'm
body
so
cams.
interested now.
I'm something of a connoisseur of body cams, and this behavior from the officer is a little peculiar because in instances of, like, someone being trespassed, I've usually seen, like, a
Cops don't care about contracts. They were called for trespassing. Yeah, but the problem is it's not trespassing if they stole your money at that point. But also, then in the video, the guy is outside of the store. He's literally outside of the store here. It is no longer trespassing that he is outside of the store. He cannot be arrested. If you are not in the store and you stand outside, you're not trespassing at that point. You can't do that.
In instances of, like, someone being trespassed, I've usually seen, like, a conversation about, like, what was your purpose here? Like, why were you here in the first place? And
Stop
he's trying
spoiling.
to explain, like,
I'm just
hey, look,
guessing.
they took this from me.
Oh, you're
like,
saying
my
that.
friend. And then he's even asking the officer, well, what can I do to get it back then? And instead of answering that question, he's just like, nope, you've just got to leave. Which is odd, because typically, if there is, like, an actual reason for them being there, the officer, in the past, from what I've seen,
would talk to both parties.
Hey, we'll take it up with this department, or we can look into this later, file a report, that kind of thing. The officer's not doing anything like that. He is instantly just shutting that shit down, putting the kibosh on it, just reiterating that you've got to leave. And, like, I understand he was called there solely to trespass him, But even still, he could say, like, we can
Yo,
handle
y'all are
this,
not saving shit,
through the
bro.
official channels, through this way, if there is actually a grievance here. But for now,
you guys
you
are
just have
not
to leave
saving
it
shit, bro. You're
That's
not.
how I've seen it handled in the past. Now, since he was trespassed from that location, he went back to corporate and actually talked with the CEO.
Stop spamming Aura.
His name is Ammon McNeff, and he just instantly goes liar, liar, pants on fire mode. Again, this is filmed with his glasses here, so I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, but if you want to see it, I guess while it's still up on Reckless Ben's channel, you can go see how this went. But he is now denying that they even have Brian's Legos. He's like, who is Brian? I've never heard of that guy. So then Ben pulls up their social media showing all the posts that they have made about Brian's collection, his vintage Star Wars Legos, showing them that they are literally flaunting it, and even showing, like, where they talk about the value of his collection, showing it to his face that they do have his Legos. So even though he keeps, like, outright denying it, their own social media betrays his words. It then goes the same way.
So he's just going the strategy of, nah, you're a liar. He's just doing a nah. That's all he's doing. Why did somebody just sub to me and your name is BBC Twink? Okay, all right. Shout out you, shout out you, BBC Twink for the sub. Shout out you. W's.
Always seems to with these bricks and minifigs.
I was just not ready for that.
Yo,
Wizard Senpai.
Okay. Evil mustache.
It just gets worse. Thank you, Wizard Senpai, for the sub as well.
He ends up just saying, you know what? You're wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you, Testicular Torsion. All right, so there we go. Yep, shout out you, Testicular Torsion, for the sub as well.
So he can't step foot. He then, through a series of plans, gets a employee of the store on his side, gets the owner's number, and then calls the owner directly.
What is wrong with y'all?
Finally presents the contract to the owner, who is once again doing the same thing the CEO was, saying, I don't know what Legos you're talking about. We don't have these Legos. What are you blabbering about, weirdo? So he sends him the contract. He's like, oh, well, I never signed that contract. There's no signed contract with me.
Yo, Kudo, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you, M Sky, for the sub. Thank you, Plump Sausage.
But the thing is, when they took it
for the 10 months,
they said that they are taking on those previous business agreements. They are taking on the consignments like this Lego collection that they had from Brian, which they are still actively hawking. They still have it, and they haven't paid for it. So that excuse can't work. I don't feel like there's some legal loophole there when they have taken over this business.
I mean, there's not a legal loophole. They just
take on these consignments.
It's not a legal loophole. They're just stealing it.
Evidence of. So I feel like there's no way that they could weasel themselves out of it, like actually by law. It feels highly illegal what they're doing. And once again, these brainwashed ghouls at Bricks and Minifigs devolve into the same thing. You're harassing me. I'm calling the cops.
Sorry, pause this. Cinna, my girlfriend cheated on me because of you. Me? I don't know, you or your girlfriend. It can't be me. But I'm sorry to hear that, though. But hey, don't be blaming me. The fuck, I don't know, you or your girl.
So once he
don't
is
be blaming
basically, putting the fucking full Nelson here, the contract is there.
That's
he
not
tries
on
to
me.
claim that's not how the law works. We don't take on the business that we take over.
I just saw some
so like
crazy
this
chat.
previous owner's contract.
Stop
no
saying
longer
El
includes
Cinna,
us,
bro.
Even though we're still selling that inventory, and even though the contract is still applicable to the business we took over, even though it's just not my name on there, so it doesn't count, which means we don't actually have to pay for this collection that we have an agreement with and that we are still actively selling. You guys are wrong. You're harassing me, and I'm calling the cops. That's how that ends with the owner there. And then Brian talks about how when he tried to sue them, oh, I forgot to mention, the owner, of course, tried to play hardball saying, well, sue me then. If that's how the law works, sue.
The only people in this chat are cornballs and simps, but you're typing in the chat. Oh, you're typing in it, though. You're watching. And here's the thing, you've been watching for more than a minute because you got timed out and you stayed. Bitch, just say you like me, keep it pushing. You know what I mean?
Because
it's okay. It's okay.
As this big corporation, they have enough resources to drag it out and make it very painful for just the average Joe.
It's okay.
Schmo. And then Brian starts to talk about how when he did try and sue them, go through the legal channels, it wasn't exactly smooth sailing or Easy.
Brian already tried to sue him, and it didn't
Just
work.
say that.
We've been to a couple attorneys, and they basically spelled it out, saying here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain.
Self-reported himself in
med
Medbay. Okay.
International thing, just to have getting an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove what they sold and not. That's like $60,000 to $70,000.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs knows that Brian and his dad don't have nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as
so
Bricks and
crazy.
Minifigs.
So he's just taking it just...
You're gonna walk away from this, you're not coming back, and if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court till it is well past what this collection is worth.
Which is something he touched on earlier with the...
There's a YouTuber I remember Moist Critical covered that does the same thing. He goes out of his way for people who don't like him to sue them, and he will just drag the lawsuit to continually make them pay money to avoid criticism of himself. I forgot who it was that he did. I forgot.
Initial threats that were made against him when he tried to
ski mask time?
inquire
Yo, are we...
about either the payment for his father's
Bricks and
Lego
Minifigs
collection,
about to be
which
an
they
easy lick.
have,
Let me not say that, actually.
or getting the Legos
No, it
back,
wasn't. It wasn't
which they're
Ethan.
refusing to
It
do.
was someone else.
They have this huge
It was like a
inventory
random
that they
YouTuber.
have not paid for. They have not fulfilled the obligations of the contract with the store, and he is not getting them back. And they're saying
classmate, thank you for the
he's
sub.
not entitled to it. It's so fucking disgusting, man.
Their tagline.
Sorry, I'm so sorry to pause again, but why did a guy named Captain Buttcheeks say, "Aren't you doing this with Rosie's illegal contracts?" All right.
It's boring. And I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually accurate. Also added a cute little company logo. And this is my plan of how I'm gonna make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs.
Wait, is he gonna put that on the store?
Is where I'm gonna make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal From Old People. Yeah, the words Bricks and Minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this.
So his plan basically became
Oh my
to
god.
goad Bricks and
Wait,
Minifigs
that's a genius loophole.
into
This guy's a
opening
genius.
a lawsuit against him under the belief that they've stolen their name. And his Uno reverse card was, didn't steal their name. That's the tagline. The name of the company is actually We Steal From Old People. So he did actually incorporate it. He does have a website for We Steal for
His
Old
brain
from
is
Old
as
People,
big as your forehead.
where they're like selling merch and all of that. And I'm not a fucking lawyer. I don't know if that works. In my noodle up here, it feels like since he did take directly their logo, Bricks and Minifigs, it would still probably be a problem, even if it isn't the name of the company.
I mean, but it's not the name technically, so he's not wrong. Though I guess if it's like copying it, maybe it could be
the hook for an issue. I don't really know, but the plan was instead of paying tons and tons and tons in legal fees to sue them, flip it so that way they are paying the legal fees to sue Ben. So that way they can get into court with them and hopefully reveal their shady, potentially illegal business practices. Now, the next sections in the video are highly entertaining to watch, but ultimately don't accomplish the goal of getting Bricks and Minifigs.
Okay, so the police are called again.
They go back to the CEO, who is now aware of what they've been doing, which was like selling outside of their store, that kind of stuff, and the We Steal From Old People thing. And they are a registered business, and he now knows that, and he knows that they can just keep kicking the can down the road, passing the responsibility off to franchisees instead of corporate, and that law enforcement won't step in because it's a civil matter. So the CEO is aware of all that, and thus is avoiding doing anything litigious against them. And so they try like a raft.
So right now they're parked outside. They're using the logo to try to sell the things, but tarnish the name. Which is I mean, a smart play by them.
Like the cops on their side. Ultimately, it doesn't work. The cops are very much against them, trying to like get any kind of investigation into the actual Legos that they are still having without paying for them.
The twist.
The cops really do not like these guys because they keep getting calls about like trespassing them, harassment this, harassment that. So they are very much not looking to
just
really investigate their claims about like they have these Legos, they haven't paid for it, which is illegal. Like that to me, and I haven't brushed up on my civil versus criminal lawsuit, but I feel like that would start to teeter on being a criminal lawsuit if they are knowingly selling this product that they have not paid for, knowing that it is not even owned by them via the contract they have.
Right.
Like, I feel like that would get close to a criminal case that would warrant some kind of like actual investigation, but they're not willing to even take those first steps because Bricks and Minifigs just keeps calling the cops out here about like trespass them, they're harassing, and they're hatching these like wacky schemes to try and get Bricks and Minifig
There's
to
food at the end of the
engage
video.
legally with them so that way they can open it up to more with how they've been doing their business. And it just ultimately
Quessimler, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it.
Now, what it does do, and again, I
Quessimler.
don't think I can show any of the footage here from it, but what it does do is it whittles down the owner, Josh, where it does seem like he starts to get really antsy and start to kind of panic a little bit. So he has another conversation with Ben, and he's like, look, this is what I need. I'll give the Legos back if I get a written apology from Brian.
Hold on. Should we watch the ending of this video? Because I feel like I want to see the homeowner get angry or the store owner get angry. And like, I can't see it because he can't show the stuff. No, it's not that good. It's not good.
Dweeb, you're such a fucking twerp, Josh. All of the negative comments taken off. Only positive reviews, that kind of thing. So he is like actually holding the Legos hostage for these deliverables,
which makes no sense. Why would you do
fucking loser, man.
Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star Wars Lego collection back, he has to write Bricks and Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up.
What does the post say? Hold on, let me read it. Bricks and Minifigs in Kaiser is owned by thieves and liars, and the cops won't do anything about it. They literally stole an 83-year-old Lego collection worth over $100,000 and was meant to help it pay for his grandchildren's college. They've admitted to having stolen the property in the store but will not return it. The owner, Brandon Best, his partner, and the manager, Amanda, are all in on it. Horrible people. And so they want him to take down the post. I would like to say I read very well. Thank you very much. Stop. They would like to take down the post to then have it so that it's like an apology and it looks like the guy was wrong about them.
Because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
I agree, but it sucks. But here's like where we're at, right? If you could just write the letter, like we can get the Legos back.
I walked in there with the best of intentions. Here's proof of my collection in the store. I want it back, and they've done nothing but lie and make my life a living.
Yeah, why would they write the letter?
I've gone through 9 months of anxiety, stress, hospital-ridden, medication-taking types of burden.
I'm not downplaying what happened to you. It's just,
No, I am not apologizing to this fucking asshole.
It is just egregious
Jack, I was going
to
to, but
demand that
everyone
the
said
guy
just
who
watch this
only
one for
wants
this.
to either get the Legos back that his father has collected over the
They
course
said
of his
no.
life, or get paid for the Legos that you still have from his father's collection, is the one that is needing to apologize. I agree with Brian. Like, on pure principle alone, that's just totally fucking unacceptable. Like, to be the insufferable asshole who is knowingly engaging in this shadiness. I'll call it shadiness, but I think it's far harsher than that, but that's just allegedly. And then demanding that the guy who is representing his father, who...
Also, wouldn't it make it so that if he wrote the letter, it almost looks as though he's saying sorry for accusing them, which could risk the possibility of him proving that the Legos are his? So it like that makes no sense why he would do that. That literally makes no sense.
Ridden, who is
he should
not in the best of health,
not
and only
apologize.
wanted to
Please
tell
tell
the
me he did not
collection
apologize.
to help with their living situation, is actually like the bad guy here, is just completely crazy. Plus, I don't trust them. I also would think even if Brian did write that apology and take down the negative posts and like, oh, only positive posts going forward, fist bumps and all that, I still would be skeptical on if they would even follow through with giving the Legos back, or if they would just then use that as evidence when they do get to the next steps. Like, oh no, look, Brian apologized, so Brian was in the wrong. It was a big misunderstanding. See, Brian apologized, because then they would have that in writing and they'd be able to use that. It would likely be admissible in court, should it get there. So I would also be wary of doing this for that reason too. I don't think even if he did start writing the apology and it's the most sincere thing ever, I still don't think they would actually give him his Legos back. It would just be used as a weapon against him.
Thank you.
And this is something that Brian also made a mention of as it being a trap. And Ben actually had a really good idea here. So he once again contacted Josh, like, okay, Brian's going to make an apology video so that way we can move this along and get the Legos back. But what he did is he actually took a screenshot of Brian from an earlier conversation.
Wait, why did this person get timed out? Even Jack said she should watch the entire thing. Why do we time this person out?
And had his friend do the audio and then
He's just hating?
basically
they just want to watch the full video. I don't really
Brian's
care.
apology video. But it was never
it's fine,
Brian
it's fine.
apologizing.
I don't care.
It was his friend's statements coming out of Brian's mouth that was loosely lip-synced to it.
They're good.
And then sent it to Josh.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
And after just a little bit of deep faking, it now looks like this.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell, and I apologize sincerely for accusing you guys of stealing my Legos. I was wrong, and you were right.
This is the ultimate test. Was Josh being sincere, or was this all just one big trick?
Josh then took the apology and he said, oh, this is so nice. This is so big of you. I can't wait to give your Legos back. You have my word, and that's not who I am. But you also need to go apologize to Amanda.
No way!
Ben goes to try and apologize to Amanda after getting permission from Josh, the owner, to go there, even though he's been trespassed. He shows up. Amanda instantly tries to call the police to have him arrested. So that didn't go over super well. That does seem like they were just trying to get him arrested there. But then he calls Josh. He's like, oh, dag nabbit, I can't believe.
Amanda's a bitch. I can't lie. Can I get a retweet? Amanda's a straight bitch.
Believe that happened. I can't believe she'd do that. Anyway, let's work on getting those Legos back, shall we? Well, wouldn't you believe it? Tons of time passes by. They keep stalling, like, oh yeah, no quick update, but soon we'll have it. These are all conversations that he's had over the phone with these fucking monsters over there. Again, this is Legos, by the way. And they just keep not giving the Legos over a week, 2 weeks, I already forgot, but it was a long time had passed, and then they eventually try making peace with Amanda again, which is the lady from the very beginning who just keeps getting the police on the horn to try and have them.
Okay, yeah, I don't feel bad. She's a bitch. Holy fuck.
Arrested.
They're literally telling them to go there to apologize.
Turns out, apparently, they don't have his Legos to give back anyway. He's saying the shelves are empty. There's no Legos to even give back, which is very contradictory to what Josh said not too long ago about like, oh yeah, we'll definitely give it back after this apology, it's coming. And they'd stalled for so long about, oh yeah, the Legos are coming, just, big hiccup here, unforeseen circumstances there, that kind of thing. But now they're saying, oh no, we just don't have it to give back. So these are just actual fucking degenerate scammers, allegedly, is what it looks like. These are just fucking awful people here.
Even after the fake, I mean, to be fair, it's an AI apology,
basically,
but
these
still.
are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now, I'm definitely not doing that. So what's the alternative?
Okay.
I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them, and somehow, if I win, then we can finally get the family their Legos back. Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer
Please tell me he does something. His name is Reckless Ben. What does he do?
Option number 3. Small claims court. Think about it. Small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing, and you get a judgment pretty much instantly.
Wait, but isn't there a limit of small claims court for like $10,000 or something? Isn't there a limit?
Still conversation with Josh where Josh is melting down again after still not giving the Legos back after he promised he would do. And again, Josh is a man of his word, according to the phone calls here. It now has boiled down to only one option left, which is small claims court, because
pre-watch.
The big court
it's not
is
pre-watch.
way
I haven't
too
seen
expensive.
this.
Now, what happened next, I couldn't actually believe. I was stunned. I can't recommend watching this video enough. They went through all the proper motions and channels from what I can see. Again, I'm not an expert, but it looks like they did squeak out the W with the small claims. Like, they didn't actually show up or do anything like they were supposed to. Bricks and Minifig, that is. So, Ben and the gang, they did win that, and when they went to collect, they actually shut down the store permanently. That was their...
They went to collect, so they shut down the store? What? Actual fucking dog shit scammers, bro.
Response to it. They just closed operations of that location. Holy shit.
Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yes, since Bricks and Minifigs didn't respond, it looks like we win by default. Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we filed motion for default judgment, they permanently closed down the store. At first, it did feel kind of cool that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here.
No, because wouldn't they just take the collection and then move either to different branding or a new store and still have a significant amount of money? They can just close a business and restart it. That's all they're going to do.
The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they did. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed. So over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this.
Fucking cinema. Like,
what?
Yes, it is not a good ending because now they still haven't paid Brian for the collection, and they still got to get away with all of it. They just closed this one store, but there's still a big corporation.
There's a lot of people,
so,
chat, who get
like
scammed
Ben
in this
said,
world,
they
bro.
are
That shit
still
is so
kind
sad.
of the winners here, even though
Scammers, like, if you're like a phone scammer or like any type of that, there is a special place in hell for you, bro. Especially scamming like old people and shit like that. Like, there is a special place in hell for
the
you.
small claims court here. They just shut this down and move on. But it did end with a flood of negative reviews
Like
for Bricks
you,
and Minifigs
I'm not taking
because,
these scamming allegations.
Well, they didn't even really inform their customers about this closure because it was so instantaneous after the small claims default judgment, I guess. Pretty fucking wacky. What a diabolical company. Again, this is all over Legos, by the way. And the cops at no point were ever on like the side of Ben, and yet still they were able to squeeze out something I think pretty impressive here. The cops were always on Bricks and Minifigs'
So
side,
stupid,
even at
bro.
times seemingly going out of their way to be on their side, which is extremely annoying. Like, I don't think they were getting, money under the table for their cooperation or anything like that. It is just one of those things where I guess they just believe that the business can do no wrong and that this must just be some wacky psycho doing shit to be disruptive. But really, Bricks and Minifigs are the bad guys here from all available
I
evidence.
mean, yeah, nobody's
And the only
questioning
way
that
to
at all.
let the
They're
world
just
know
a trash
is
company.
for me to give them an official closing ceremony.
What did that say?
Closing ceremony.
Permanently closed. We stole a family's life savings. They sued. We lost. By closing the store, we get out of having to pay the family what we owe them. Oh my God, that's
someone
so
driving by
petty.
happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral. The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed.
Oh my
And because
God.
of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
I've been reading about this Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon that's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kozer, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Fig store.
Banger. That's so good.
That's
the
like Max Petty, bro. That's so Max Petty.
sign popped off here because it's the only
He
way to
couldn't
like
let
let
it go
people
away.
know
That's so petty.
why that store's closed, what all has happened there, what's gone on, why is it no longer operational. And then it just started to naturally, organically catch wind online in like the Lego community and then exploded beyond the Lego community. And apparently all of this is still just the first part of this saga here, this Lego adventure. Part 2's up on his Patreon, and he gave like a sizzler reel where apparently he is in handcuffs, him and his whole group are. I don't know
Wait, they
how
got
it pops
arrested?
off to that degree. Because
my
it looks like they're at
God.
their own home.
I
with
want
it.
to skip
It's-
to the good parts.
It's seemingly pretty fucking wild in part 2, but yeah, even just part 1 had me stunned. The depth of depravity for Legos from this company seemingly is unbelievable. I had to yap about this. It was an incredible video. Again, I highly recommend you go watch.
Okay, he does it. That's about it. See ya. Damn. That's such a good watch. Okay, so this is the video. It's 13 days ago. And then he has, what are the other videos? Oh my God, there's so many parts. 11 minutes, 19 minutes, 41 minutes, 17 minutes. So, is this the part 2? Or it's this one? Do you want to watch this one? It's 41 minutes. We might as well. We might as well. We'll watch this, then we'll play games. Yes? Yes, 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 yes.
Third floor. Stand up.
Was that a gun? Yo, what?
Third floor. Stand up. Step outside, everybody.
He could not be this serious. There's no way.
Swatted, all because of Legos. The whole thing started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent 2 guys to steal
we know the recap, we know the recap, we know the recap.
And we actually ceremony, and it went paying us. To the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying.
Whoever told me to watch the Moist Critical video, and these were the cutscenes we were missing, made no sense. We literally are, these are hilarious scenes. What?
Savings back. The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court.
It was you guys!
When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us.
Dang it!
So I personally gave them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
We didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business.
We still had to get the Legos back. Yeah.
True, it's not complete. They didn't get the Legos.
I was not going to stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the 2 owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon
Why is he outside in his underwear? What did we
probably
miss?
think that they're safe by closing out the store, but the reality is I can literally just sue them all over again, but personally...
For the vibes, okay? My fault, sorry. My fault.
So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
Basically, before this court case can get approved,
what?
I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says, Joshua Johnson saved the day. And
Bro, this is the worst type of person to go against ever, ever, ever. If you ever have anything to lose and you want to be petty, this is the worst person to have a fight with. I would hate to know what this guy's wife deals with in an argument, because this guy does not give a fuck. He does not care at all. He is just going to, he's reckless. He's reckless Ben. I love this video.
And, we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Hold on. Before we do this, I want to see, what are his other videos? Hold on. Hold. This, yeah, bro. McKinney Manor, the truth. Wait, he went into this manor? I've read about this manor before. They're suing me for exposing their secrets. What? I hired 2 private investigators to investigate each other. Wait, that's a great. Wait, I want to watch that video. That's so funny. Wait. That's so dumb. Why does that, bro, what? Why does it only have 92K videos? That video should have banged. That's great. I overthrew a restaurant that was run by a cult. Oh, wait, I need to know more about this person. This is so good.
We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
When we showed up, Josh was already outside
so funny.
talking on the phone to someone.
Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is
You're
outside on the phone.
Yo, shout out to all. Thank you.
Wait, do I interrupt his phone
It
call
was
or
so
did we just
cute.
like wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not.
I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call.
I like how we should just have this conversation outside. Right. He doesn't want to get his wife involved. He's hiding something.
Everything's good, honey.
What the heck?
Oh, what a weird
I'm pretty sure Josh is on the phone with Corporate Bricks and Minifigs. And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Okay. Well, no, they said they're getting some guy to talk to us. We're just waiting.
I can already tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened.
The police just showed up. What the heck? Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop cars?
Oh my gosh. Cop cars.
Why is there 3 cop cars at his house? We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck?
Bro,
Heck, that's so. We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck?
Oh, GG, bro. It's so over. Oh my god. Who is this guy moving like?
So crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law. Oh, shoot.
My name's Oscar. This is Merrick Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't stop that.
I didn't? I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. So you said you ran a stop sign?
Huh?
You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like.
Because we definitely stopped at the stop sign.
Stopped.
Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
So who's Ben?
Bro. What? I want to clarify, by the way, like, bro, like, I don't know if you guys have ever been in situations where the cops do some crazy, like, weird shit where you're like, what the fuck? Bro, this reminds me so much of when I got pulled over and the cop illegally searched my car. And I think I've told you guys the story before, but like, you literally don't know what to do in that scenario. Like, the cop was not allowed to search my car. They had no permission to do so. They had no reason to do so. They illegally pulled me over, knowing that what they even said was the problem was not even a thing that I could get a ticket for. And I was like, I literally remember being there and I was like, what can I do? Like, if you argue, they're just literally gonna make it a problem and then I'm in trouble. And I was like 17. You know what I mean? I was like 17. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm screwed. And it was so bad. Like, bro, this is so fucked.
Me? Ben? How's Utah? It's good? Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here. So I just explained to them the entire situation.
This old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set.
The only problem is it's a crazy story and the police officer did not believe me.
$200,000? $200,000. It sounds crazy.
Yeah, when the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? He said he didn't have his ID, but he's just straight lying to me about everything else, so.
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from...
What? He's straight lying, but you guys illegally pulled him over and said that he didn't stop at the stop sign, which is not true. So you guys are the ones that are lying, and you're calling him a liar, even though you lied about the reason you're even pulling him over. What? Huh?
That property.
Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah, what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even like get to talk to him, and we're
Dude, this guy does not give a fuck. I love that he's not dressed like a lawyer or anything while he's doing this. I love that he's wearing some like color mismatched sweatpants and a nice cozy sweatshirt. Bro, if I had to go against this guy in the law, I'm fucked. This guy's badass. They don't care.
The one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car tint, the same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're pulled over again?
And it was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about it.
Yeah, well thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways, since Josh clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me,
What are they
I took
doing?
his trophy and destroyed it.
Wait guys, let's throw.
This is so petty. This is so petty. Joshua Johnson saved the day, and they fucking destroy that shit.
Trophy and destroyed it.
Wait guys, let's throw it off that thing.
I love this. That's so petty.
Just like in the previous video, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? Hello? Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
That guy is weird. No, that guy, this guy's so weird, bro. He's so scary. Why does he look like that? Oh my god, he looks like he wants to call him like the N-word or something. He looks so scary. Look at him. He looks like he's about to say a slur.
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court. And I gave him plenty of time to speak.
I guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so...
Bro, look at that fucking house, bro. This guy, and look at that fucking gut. This guy's been eating, bro, so good. I know he got them damn Legos in that house.
We could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but...
But then, the police showed up, and again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody
No,
else.
he stole $200,000
How do you know this?
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store.
Uh-huh.
He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did. And he's trying
Well,
to
that's a lie. So we...
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it.
Uh-huh.
And
No, thank you,
he's
that's
been
your one, I
trying to
appreciate
clean up
it.
the mess from the previous owner.
No, him saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved that.
I'm so stupid. If they, she's so stupid. Not, I'm so stupid. Sorry, Freudian slip. She's so stupid. If they are saying that stop retweeting. I don't understand why she's so devout on saying that they're not responsible when if they won in court and they inherited the store, then, for example, it's like debt, right? If the store or the company has debt and you take over the company, you take on that debt. It doesn't make that go away. I don't know why the cop is trying to push that.
In court, okay.
If you come back and step foot on this property, you're going to go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation with him. So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Guys. Yeah, they all look the same. No.
Joshua Johnson.
Yeah, Joshua Johnson.
We lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits.
Bro,
That's
these
hella
guys-
ironic.
I feel like this is gonna turn into a bigger lawsuit. Like these guys' lives they're gonna start getting harassed, and then they're gonna sue this YouTuber. But this YouTuber also clearly does not give a fuck. So, GG's.
You kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits.
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me, because if Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons, they believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're gonna go to hell. Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is gonna be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you, I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage. My problem right now seems to be that Josh is never gonna listen to anything I ever tell him. But if someone from his church heard this audio, maybe he would listen to them. So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going.
The Mormon guy? Wait, he went to his church? That's so petty, bro.
To this outer darkness.
Okay, good luck. And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
yeah, we ended up just driving home, but on our way back, this happened.
What? Pulled over again? For what? How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Officer Hawkins, American Fort Police Department. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, what's your name? Are you Ben?
Hanging out down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
We could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after.
What did Ty Lil say? Ty Lil say something? Did I miss it? Ew, time to take those braids out. Yo, Ty Lil, I know your hairline is fucked, bro. I know your shit is still fucked up.
My boss.
I know nobody got to them damn braids. You got little hair sticking up left
Josh
and right.
And Brandon
Don't ever type in this
think
chat
that
again.
if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police we did this time, but they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save him from this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
How's it going, sir? You gonna sit on down here for me, perfect.
Sir.
What brings you here?
I'm just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the Harvard Second Ward. There's been an audio going around with the young men group.
Okay. What's the audio?
Oh my god, wait, he's trying to save him. Wait, that's kind of crazy, but that's kind of funny. That's kind of cute, low-key. Like, he's like, oh my god, there's an evil audio. I'm trying to save him to do the right thing. I think, unless he's snitching.
You wanted to play. Here's the audio.
Brother Johnson.
I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am.
Uh-huh.
I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
Who's that?
So,
I guess
that's, that's him.
No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice, but
I was just gonna ask him, like, is he willing to give up everything like he said? Because he swore on everything. He swore on God. This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways, back to us.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Bro, some people are so unserious, bro. It's just not real.
Police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle. Really? So he's going to do that. I'm going to put this away, and then we'll be right. Don't reach in your pockets for me, okay? Sounds good. Thank you. Let's do this. The vehicle will be searched, okay? I'm going to have you speak out of my sergeant.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
Oh my god, I was so scared they were gonna plant something. Oh, I was so scared.
you didn't find anything.
I explained to the police that we didn't have drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then the world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is. But anyway.
They redacted the audio of the body cam. That's not legal, right? Body cam footage is body cam footage. That's illegal. That cannot be legal. There's no way. It is legal? Sadly, it is? What? So the police in hindsight could just say some fucked up shit and be like, oh no, even though I'm talking to you on camera, I'm just removing the audio so it never comes out. What the fuck?
Even though we were passing every single drug
this
test they
video's
gave
so
us,
good. Wait,
they were still not going to let us go
If you
until
not
we
me,
told
thank you for the
them
sub.
where
Also,
the drugs
HPWO,
were.
thank you so much.
example, right?
Donna Flair, thank you.
There's a
And
constriction.
Anthony, and Intrip,
which
and
is
Dime.
dilated,
Thank you.
And then
Do you notice it?
So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show him. Look, go ahead and look at him.
I'll look at you?
Yep.
You do see it?
So.
It's crazy. I have no idea, because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs.
So, go ahead and look at him. So I haven't been looking at this. Which is dilated, and then
Do you notice it?
So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show him. Look, go ahead and look at him.
I'll look at you?
Yep.
You do see it?
So.
It's crazy. I have no idea, because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very cooperative. I don't understand, what you're seeing in my eyes.
I'm going to have a discussion with this officer.
And then the police department.
What discussion can you possibly have? You have no drugs. And if he passes every test, you're not legally allowed to arrest someone because you're doing a visible exam to say that their eyes are slightly dilated. And the guy's obviously sober in the audio. What? That makes no sense.
Illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that
He's
they
not doing
acknowledge
anything
that
illegal.
it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
Walking a very dangerous line, which should get you hemmed up a lot.
What line? What line? What line is he walking? What line is he walking? What line? Matter of fact, I'll walk the line. You want me to walk in a straight line and do one of these? Like, what do you mean? They're doing no test. They're just literally choosing to be like, oh, you're being really shitty. Like, what?
Yeah. And you could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali.
Okay.
Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here. Does that make
Bitch, y'all play illegally there. The fuck? What do you mean? You play illegally. What do you mean? Yeah, you first of all, y'all are not the NYPD. Stop trying to be corrupt, okay? You're not like that, okay? Thank you very much. And y'all are in a small town and just getting it all on camera. Y'all are fucked, okay? You're actually fucked. I don't know what they're trying to do to be, but like, it just, what are we doing?
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to, because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that.
Oh my God, I'm getting PTSD. Literally, when that cop illegally searched my car and all that stuff happened, remember I told you guys that? You know what he said to me? He said, well, I'm going to let you off with a warning. Just know this is me being nice to you. And I'm like, don't know what I did, because I'm pretty sure that what you pulled me over for is not illegal. So it's not you being nice. And he was like, don't talk back to me. I'm being nice. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, okay, well, I can't talk back because I don't want to make it a bigger issue, but you are being a dick because you genuinely cannot, what you're even pulling me over for is not even a problem to begin with. So like, what do you mean?
That makes sense. Okay.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally...
Was it Norfolk PD that pulled you? They're one of the shittiest departments I've ever seen. No, this one was Virginia Beach, and the officer was like a real older guy. He was a dickhead. He had like red hair, older gentleman in like his 40s. He was like a shitty guy. And like I remember it was towards the end of the month, and most police officers have quotas in Virginia. So if you don't know what that is, it's normally when police officers, in order to get a good review, should be arresting or giving an X amount of tickets in order to basically show that they are working. And like, I remember that it was around that time that I got pulled over, and the guy illegally had me get out of my car, even though there was no reason. I didn't do drugs. I didn't smoke weed. I didn't drink alcohol. I was 17. And literally when he did it, he pulled me over, and then he said that, and he was like, oh, I need you to step out of the car. And then he got in my car and he searched my car. And he was like, well, I didn't find anything. And then when I was talking to people after, they were like, hey, that's illegal. He is not allowed to search your car. And they were like, did he ask you? And I said, no. I said, he told me that he had to check my inspection sticker to make sure that my inspection sticker was not fake on my car. But then he proceeded to look through the rest of my car, which made no sense.
Got approved.
And that's illegal. He can't do that.
And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really going to have to get creative. So I made this poster that says, I stole a dying man's life savings, and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use.
So petty.
And since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
The police again?
What are you guys doing here?
So we are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you. This is going so much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called.
Maybe I don't understand the process of serving. If you get served and like the cops are there, could the cops not give him the papers? Or would they not to be able to stay out of it? Why are you guys saying again? What are you saying again for? I'm saying, like, I don't understand. Like, would they not?
This again.
Hello. This man stole basically his family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish we could just send him an email or a phone call, you know, but yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so.
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
Yep, can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again, the police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's his. Hold on, wait. Okay, the police are doing something good.
Just give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it. But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that on it?
Because it hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're...
Wait, what? So they're No, these cops are actual pieces of shit. What? Also, he literally can't legally just say, I'm not gonna take the papers. If you get served and they're in front of you, it is what it is. You have been served. You are now aware that you have a court case. What?
He's saying that you guys went on the property.
Because he wants us arrested.
His name is Officer Sumbot. That checks out. Yo, Emma, thank you for the prime. I appreciate it.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah, well, first, so they're incidents because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied.
Wait, body cam footage from this drop today.
All right, she's been trespassed.
Hold on, Officer Sumbot is back.
Okay, she's been trespassed. Talking with him, he's telling me a different story. Again.
Why is he wiggling his toes like that? That shit pissed me off. Yo, he's wiggling his toes and kicking his feet, bro. I hope he loses everything. I really do.
I don't know all the specifics of your case. He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake. That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
you can't. That's illegal.
I've explained to him that.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. If the papers were fake, then the officer should say, well, we are going to hand these to you in the event that they are not fake and it is a real court case, and you can then go to the courts to verify whether or not you believe that it is fake. So you can't do that.
You don't want to be served papers. He's got to figure something out. If it's, again, I don't know if there's an actual
It's
case
not
right
on
now.
them to say whether or not it's fake.
It's a Class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right now,
I want her arrested for impersonating a process server.
So right now, I've explained that to them and explained that he needs to go a whole different route about this and to not come onto your property as well as her.
No. I can't just go pretend, I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process serve people. That's illegal.
Okay.
But he's with a process server!
Before?
No, he can't, no, he's
Oh my god, this guy sucks!
Okay,
Oh my
you've
god,
never
this guy's
been
the
to
worst,
court
this guy's the worst!
No.
So these papers that he printed up are
Fake. Yes, 1 billion, trillion, gazillion %.
Okay. Never been to court with him or
Never
anyone
been to
associated
court.
with
Nobody's ever been to court.
Okay.
He's a YouTuber.
Okay. What was the reason behind your store closing this month?
His harassment and
You guys
vandalism.
shut it down?
Yeah.
Okay. So on your own accord, you guys
On
shut
my
it down?
own accord, yes.
Okay. Okay. I've explained that.
Oh my god. That is insane. Dude, this guy's life, by the way, is fucked.
All right.
It's fucked. It is, but wait, there's more. Hold on.
Did you take pictures of those things?
Yes, I got the case number that he's referring to, and I'll check with the court, see if it's a valid civil case that he's trying to push through, and we'll go about it that way, okay? Again, I don't know all the specifics. I don't know why this whole thing has been happening between the two of you. I'm getting 2 different stories from each one of you.
What is he possibly saying?
He's saying that he had $200,000 worth of Star Wars Legos.
He didn't. No, he did not.
Okay. Never had
So,
that.
so officer, again, this is Ammon. I'm with the corporate office.
He's the CEO.
Ugh, crusty ass
Oh,
feet.
hi.
Ugh. Get him on my screen!
We had a former franchisee that entered into an invalid consignment agreement with a completely separate person. That person sold their Lego sets and didn't pay the person that they entered. And this has nothing to do with Mr. Schneider.
Right, but it's the same thing like with debt, right? It's like in the eyes of the government, if I am gonna die in a month, right? If I'm gonna die in a month, and I just go and buy hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cards, or not cards, cards even. And I go, oh, well, I'm dying in 2 months, so the debt goes nowhere and you can't get me. Guess what happens when I die? The debt goes to my family, okay? The debt goes to my family. If they bought the company from an owner who previously owned the store, then they have acquired not only the company, but they also acquire well, it's not always true, but most of the time it does. But they also acquire, it doesn't? Wait, so the debt just goes away? Wait a minute. So if I'm gonna die, I should go buy a sports car and just never pay the payments. Wait a minute. Hold on. Government loophole. Wait. So in my retirement, I should take out a bunch of loans that I have no intention of paying back and then buy really expensive, fancy cars and give them as gifts to other people, but the debt is still in my name, and then it goes away. Cinema. Holy loophole of doom. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we found the loophole.
Mr. Schneider is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story and then went to this guy and said, hey.
Somebody said, please seek legal advice first. No, chat, take the advice from me. That works.
If I can harass these guys and if I can do some stuff and get some money out of them, will you pay me some of that money? And that's what they're trying to do, is the individual who actually owes the money left the United States. They were one of our franchisees. They were terminated as a franchisee for violating all sorts of rules. They then fled
Wait,
to
no, don't, hold on,
Europe
wait, that was not financial advice. I need to clarify, do not take that advice. That was me being dumb. I need to clarify, do not take that advice, please, because if there is a Twitter thread later that comes out and it says, I bought all these cars because Cinna told me to, and now I'm dying tomorrow, and they're saying my debt's gonna go to my parents, then GG's.
And so we've been trying to deal with this situation. We've been trying to help the person up in Oregon, but
I bought 3 Lambos because
we found out later that they've been all working together to try and force some money out of us. So we've had our attorneys working on it. We've been in contact with the Marion County Sheriff's Department. The Marion
right, but
County
if they inherit
Attorney,
the store, don't they
Kaiser,
inherit the contracts as well? Because they were previously determined contracts with the products that they sell.
To our staff and other individuals' personal residences to just harass and continue to try and extort money out of them. And
so the FBI is after me now because of you.
Provo, because they've been passing fraudulent documents up in Oregon. They created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her, all sorts of things. And all of this while he's wearing glasses that have a camera in it. I don't know if you see the
Is he wearing the glasses today? Yeah, he's wearing the glasses. Yeah, you're on YouTube.
So he's filming you guys, he's filming everything, and he's trying to put all this stuff together to put together an additional extortion attempt on us.
I don't like this angle that they're doing where they're trying to belittle him as to like, oh, he's just a YouTuber and he's just doing this for content. Because whether or not he's documenting it doesn't change the fact that they stole the money. I don't understand that angle. He could be a fucking live streamer and be live streaming right now, and it would not change the fact that he stole the money. It doesn't change it. Yes, some people have I don't like the negative connotation that just because he's a YouTuber is, oh, he's a YouTuber. So guess what? You're on YouTube. When like, yeah, you're getting documented because you stole the money. Yes, you are getting documented. Like what? It makes no sense. He's absolutely legally allowed to record it. It doesn't matter what he does.
Okay. So that's what they're doing. And he like if you go to his channel, Reckless Ben.
Chat, did you watch the Lego scandal?
He just goes around and he does stupid things and he harasses people and he chops and screws up all of this footage, and that's all he's trying to do is get footage right now. He's just trying to get more footage to put more videos out
Yo,
there.
Prodigy,
to get
thank you for the 22 months. I appreciate it.
Nothing to do with
thank you.
He just
imagine inheriting Lego beef.
True. Vandalized the store over the weekend, along with Mr. Mansell, who's the original person who consigned it to a completely different entity, a different party. Okay. So they just know that, like, because that other person, that other party, they went bankrupt and don't have any money, they're just going after somebody else that they think they can just extort money out of.
Gotcha. Okay. Has the store had any sort of lawsuit filed against them by this Ben Schneider or the Mansell?
No. So, again, going on the fraud that
the
Marion County District Attorney's office is looking into, they filed multiple small claims court claims against a completely separate entity, and they used fictitious names to do so. All of the cases were then dropped because of it.
Up on Siege, we are today. But not right now, but in a bit. Don't worry.
Individuals.
JP's calling.
They weren't filed against Josh or his entity. They weren't filed against us and our entity. They were filed against completely either fictitious entities or otherwise, but they're fraudulently filing things with the state in order to
what did you just type?
He puts his videos out online.
Gotcha.
And he's done this at least, I think, in 2 other instances with individuals who ended up, like filing lawsuits against him.
Okay.
So that's what we're working on right now with our own attorneys is going after him and his stuff. But no lawsuits have been filed against us, against Josh and his entity, or against any of the parties that he's claiming. But we're working on our lawsuit to file against him and all individuals that are associated with him, including the former franchisees and Mr. Mansell, who are all colluding together to try and extort money out of us.
Okay, I gotcha.
He's just saying.
Let me make some phone.
I mean, he's just lying. Like, what does that even? Okay, so it's just literally them lying in the thing. So that was okay. So now we're back to this. So now that was kind of cool. We got to see the actual footage from it. Of course, thank you for the 5. Thank you.
We did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday.
Thank you so much.
We found no heroin in the car. He's gonna make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
Go the legal process. Find an actual process server.
She is an actual process server.
And what is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. We have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is she is the exact person that you were describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal. But I guess I was wrong. However, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, have a good rest of your day.
Okay, see ya.
I mean, they can't stop him.
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh.
Surely they're not going to show up again, right?
But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
Oh my god, bro. Like, what are we...
Oh, sure. The
For
paper?
what?
The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go. Well.
Do they think it's a false case? What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all for today. Thank you.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that...
Oh, so they found out it's real. Get fucking owned, bitches. That's what you get.
I was
He
right
feels
and
dumb
they
as
were
shit.
wrong.
Hello. Okay.
Okay, we're trying to find you back.
Am I being arrested?
We're under arrest right now.
Really?
Ben got arrested. Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, you're being arrested.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for.
Dude, I love this guy. Look at him. He's just...
Arrested.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officers that arrested
Oh my god, bro. This is a loss. Sue the fuck out of this police department, please. Sue the hell out of them, please.
me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever is public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call, and this call was from Brian, the collector's son who got all their stuff stolen. And he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the bricks and minifigs is part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon. Like, the CEO even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own, man. They are like...
Oh my God. So they're just a cult. Wait, now it explains why Mormon churches have their own phones. Wait, what? Mormon churches have their own phones? Yes? What? Is it? Cutie says this often. Cinna, save your PR. No, why would I save my PR? What boss call am I getting? You think I'm getting a boss call? I ain't getting no boss call. The fuck? Doesn't Cutie say that too? Because Cutie came out, she broke away from Mormonism. She says the same thing. She calls it a cult, doesn't she? John Mormon is coming for you. Oh no.
Plan that takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals.
John
but eventually,
Mork.
I got released from jail.
John Mork. Not John Mork.
They're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals, but eventually I got released from jail.
Out of jail now?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them, which is a GoFundMe. Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
We're starting a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friend.
Look at your stalking code. See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
But after going through every law they could think of,
So they're literally going through every single law to find one thing that they could do.
it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think you guys break the law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or, you know, just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code.
That's a
and other than that,
That's a lie! Oh my god, this would tilt me. This would actually tilt me to no end. Oh my god, because what can you do? What can you do when you're faced against something like this with the cops? Literally, what can you do? Because you're going against the people who are supposed to protect you, which is insane. You're
more detail.
But the police made a mistake. They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio, so when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give it back? Is it an occasional crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it?
I mean, I guess, but that's not.
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are. I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time. And when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying.
Divine intervention, ladies and gentlemen. Divine intervention. This is poetic justice. Good. That's what they get.
Like what the redaction was. And he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal and how the police officer might be wrong. And so it wasn't about protecting a victim. It wasn't any personal information. And so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so...
Yeah, we don't do that. So like I said, anything that's redacted is pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen?
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Okay. I don't know. It seems like the police...
What do you do in this instance? Like, are you able to take this to a higher government entity and sue them? Lawyer and just sue their ass off. This is so bad, bro.
Department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested, because this is what happens next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked. And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it to you.
Stop talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay?
Oh my god.
It's on my...
This is rage bait. No, I'm getting rage baited. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting rage baited. This is like the most tilting video I've ever watched in my life. What is this? What are these officers doing? Every single one of these officers should be fired. What? It's pissing me off. Like, what?
It's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet.
We are getting rage baited.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay? Let's put him in the back of the car.
this music to this.
And again, the police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
What? In the interrogation room for what?
My name is Detective Nikosha. I work here at the police department.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And I had it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
I imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I did.
I imagine it wouldn't. What size bus did you ride on while you were going to school? There is no iPhone that works that way. What do you mean imagine you wouldn't? You don't have to imagine it. That is just how phones work. That's quite literally how the phones work.
So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection.
If I'm Reckless Ben,
it's
I'm
crazy
burning
that
down
out
guy's
of all
house.
the powerful,
not literally, obviously, but like, you know what I mean? Fuck that guy.
For organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video, but I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
Park Police Department, make yourself known. Search warrant. Stand up.
How did they possibly obtain a search warrant?
Step outside, everybody. Come on.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Okay?
Yeah, this...
Is that a fat cat on the... Man, they're doing all this in front of the fat little cat. Come on, bro. I hate these cops.
Cop pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But if we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming. Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's gonna come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Lego.
Arthur Raid. Hi, Arthur. Thank you for the raid. Shout out Arthur TV. Appreciate it.
Okay, let's do it.
W Raid, thank you so much.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're fucking
Thank you.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant. The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically Lego merchandise.
Wait. Was lawfully or unlawfully possessed. So they're saying that, okay, hold on, wait. So the police will go and they will chase after this guy for the stolen Legos, but when the other guy says the Legos don't exist, they take it at face value.
Evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously, even though he's acting like a crazy person. Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos.
Bro, I hate
Again,
this
the
guy.
police
This bald fuck right here, I can't stand him. I hate this guy.
illegally redacted this
I've seen him
conversation
now.
to
He
avoid
is-
them looking
I
stupid,
can't
but
stand
I'm
him.
pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police officer would do and let us go, they're sticking to their story that we're the thieves.
And I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the jump right.
But they didn't steal anything though.
I want to grab all things below. We can't.
So how are they arresting them? How? They don't have anything.
That's right.
Yes. Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail.
But how could they go to jail? I don't understand. How could they?
Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail. Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail. But this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
If you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company,
Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know? I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us, but this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, and they're like, he doesn't want your papers, you just have to figure it out civilly. And I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like,
please, please. I just want one of these cops to do the right thing. I'm begging.
Civilly, you have to serve.
I'm
like,
begging.
Well, then just sue him then. And I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like, you see how this is a circle? I am very interested on Josh's side of the story because I think he said, might have said we had heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin, so I don't know what Josh is telling them to that we're doing, but suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe.
Right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
All right. Good. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble. Like if you take over, like that, you know, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. What other questions do you, like, I guess, have? Because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly like...
Oh no, please tell me he's not going to use the GoFundMe as some sort of way to shit on him. That they can't
kind of shocked
do that.
to be arrested at this point for that.
Please.
Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen, the overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy. It's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe to get him his money back, and I'm the one, you know, getting put in cuffs. It's crazy.
I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
It sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, like it's for a good cause. How are you doing?
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind the GoFundMe idea as well, right?
I don't know whose idea that was, because I kind of just started, I think they...
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel, from my understanding. Was that kind of your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that?
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen.
Yeah,
I
it's
should
legal.
be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else you'll get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was their solution.
But I was wrong.
We're gonna book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right?
Okay, should I
Yep.
go back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna
Get a
his cuffs
lawyer!
for you.
Oh my god, ask for a lawyer, please. Please get a lawyer.
Story, because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be, and I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
They
But
have
the detective
no
was
legal
lying.
ground. They have none.
The police have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made about me. And when I finally go to court, I'm going to be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail. So now I have to wait a month in jail.
He actually spent a month in jail? No way.
However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Saved. Yo, Ward Beanie and Guardian and Bullbach, thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. And Little Kitty, thank you so much for the
that I
prime.
committed was
Thank you.
mentioning that Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe. So if you say who the thief is, then that is illegal for us to do that. Now I just have to wait for court, and honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from people, you get in trouble, and if you help people, you get rewarded. But I guess I was just taught a lie. By me trying to help and do the right thing, all I did was just screw everything up and get all of my friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything, and now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail. But I finally accept my fate. I failed, and now it's time to go home. But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So it rings the doorbell, and it's like, is Mr. Snyder here? I was like, why? I was like, can I deliver a message for you? He's like, how could you deliver a message? He said it just like that. He was like, just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest. Like, he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was like end scene line.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them. And considering how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video,
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
American Park Police Department, make yourself known. Included in the warrant are Legos.
I can only imagine.
Wait, so they gave him a warrant for his arrest back in his hometown in order to try to
Imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now. So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for. Someone showed up at my house today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant says a no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now.
He goes to jail.
Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here.
That's so funny, dude. Fuck this guy. Holy shit.
What's going on? What the heck is that thing? Can you get Lotus on that? But at this moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? To stand up to them.
If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it.
Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt.
And you can buy this merch at WeStealFromOldPeople.com. So go right now. It's gonna be sick.
And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting Bricks and Minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico.
Wait.
Anyways, part 3 is...
So he's hiding away in Mexico right now because there's a warrant for his arrest? That's fucking crazy.
Out live on my Patreon at patreon.com/RecklessBen.
Also on Patreon, you'll find tons of behind-the-scenes content, plus the movie I made that all the streaming services rejected once they saw how gnarly it was. And all of the money I make goes directly towards trying to fight Bricks and Minifigs so they stop doing bad things to people. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do anything to me here.
I like how he's just crawling along the rocks and ends it. Wait, that's an insane video. So he's just in Mexico now. He's just there. And he can't come back.